Families.
Violence.
Safety.
Terrorism. Victims.
Extremism.
Loved ones.
Innocence.
Death.
They had their entire lives ahead of them. Birthdays, graduations, weddings, kids of their own. Beautiful little kids between the ages of 5 and 10 years old. As a country, we have been through this too many times. Whether it's an elementary school in Newton, or a shopping mall in Oregon, or a temple in Wisconsin, or a movie theater in Aurora, or a street corner in Chicago, these neighborhoods are our neighborhoods, and these children are our children.
I kind of grabbed him and pulled him over to me. He was like, "Hey, man, I think I got shot."
Now, Louis Bourbano is also with us right now. Louis, you were inside the club as well?
Yes, George. I was inside one of the main bars. We couldn't even tell where it was coming, whether it was coming towards us, towards somewhere else. It just got louder and louder. And then it was a domino effect of people just ducking their heads left and right, screaming. I don't remember screaming. I don't even remember breathing. I just remember dragging my best friend down and then just slipping in what was already, you can imagine, everything from drinks on the floor to blood.
Investigators are trying to understand why a heavily armed man opened fire on a young pop star just as she finished what would become her final performance. Grimmy, rising to fame on The Voice, was signing autographs when she was shot. This photo of the singer and a fan believed to be one of her last. Police now say the shooter traveled to Orlando with the intent to kill.
Kevin James Loibel opened fire at singer Christina Grimmie, fatally shooting her. After the show, autographs and selfies, all while a man carrying 2 guns and a hunting knife has made his way past security. 2 minutes later, authorities say the armed 27-year-old shoots Grimmie, leaving her critically wounded. Grimmie is rushed to the hospital. Overnight, the tragic news, her publicist announcing Grimmie did not survive.
And good evening from this beautiful city where what unfolded just a few steps from here last night is almost too much to bear. It happened at the Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church, Mother Emmanuel as everyone here calls it. Wednesday night prayer service and Bible study, all welcome, no questions asked.
9 people were dead, 6 women and 3 men, including the church's beloved pastor, Clemente Pinckney.
A young man walked in, took a seat and waited for up to an hour. And then police say Dylan Ruff stood up and started shooting. In the end, there were 9 dead, 1 injured, and countless broken hearts here.
I think that the gun law is quite lenient to people and whether or not they have a gun. I think that they, like, people that do have a gun, there should be strict rules on if you own them.
I think the gun law should not exist, as if there was no guns there would be no violent crimes associated with them.
I think it's disgusting how families in America are able to buy guns willingly just for fun. Yeah, I think the gun law should be banned because although it is good for protection, people take advantage of being allowed a gun, so that's why so many people have been hurt and so many people use them for violence.
I think that the gun law should be restricted more so that it's safer for the public in America.
I don't think the gun law should be banned. I think they just need to have better and tighter gun laws in place.
Not at all, because you never know, you could be walking on the street and someone pull a gun out on you and they could shoot you, they could shoot your family. It could happen to anyone at any time because the law isn't strict enough on it.
The obvious pro to having guns is that you can protect yourself from any possible criminals coming out for you.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely decrease because be stricter on the actual law of it, and I suppose not anyone would just be able to get a gun.
I think in the right circumstances it could be a good source of protection, such as if you're being abused or attacked in your own home or on the streets. It's a good source of protection, but if you use it in the right way.
Yeah, it can be used as protection and defence, so it's not always about killing innocent people and hurting them and stuff. It's more like defending their country and everyone else. It would make me feel quite depressed, and I feel pity for them because they've got to go through a really tough situation.
It's